CurlyLoxx the voice box, tell me what you think. Broke it down in detail, make me know the link. CurlyLoxx the voice box, tell me what you think right now.
Alright, Purple Nation, welcome back to another episode of Icebox What You Think. Episode 50, which is really way more than 50 if you count the part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4 of all of the episode them previously. You see me? So, yeah man, welcome to each and every one. Big up Purple Nation, you know what I mean? All of the people that will support me in any kind of way them can support the channel. You don't know whether you be a member, whether you be a patron. I cannot thank you enough without you just simply like, share and subscribe. So big up on yourself first and foremost. Yeah man, today we're there, still I cover the topic of Melissa, Hurricane Melissa, unfortunately. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the part of it where, the government's response to the crisis, the aftermath of this devastation. So we'll get into it after this. So what about that Jamaica suffer bad? Politicians are beaten up bad from all sides. Them beating a gun and beating a come. I don't know why I run away foreign. I totally understand. But who telling us that the key to America they are over man yard? When you go to over man, go make them rubbing up with all manner of evil. Only two dons, man. Only two dons. Now follow big win, boy. A foreign man go. Remember me telling you how long past stir it up say if you're idiot at Jamaica, are the same idiot you can do foreign. Yeah, brother, cause see him so a girl munchie but she apply for visa and go on the people in farm. And when she see sex, instead of she put the F for female, she got talk about whole heap of time and that she right on the farm. Real enough you don't you? Couldn't agree more. And even if you don't, them willing to help you go right through the farm. So call Louis Law now, call the number up on the screen. So me understanding up like, me understanding the situation. By all means run away. But not tell Louis Law say me say for run away because they not support them something there. If you tell Louis Law say me say for run away, me go deny it. Say thanks vice back. Alright, do remember, say if you ship anything at all to the Caribbean, or even within the US, you have to use Next Shipping. You might log on www.shipwithnext.com. Believe me, let me tell you this. No, I know one of them shipping company, they were more deep in your barrel and them out of sardine. Your peanut butter, them safe. I remember it's a hassle-free service. Once you ship with them, whatever you ship comes straight to your door. Or the people them door. Well, if you're not on the door, them ship door too. So thanks, Vice Box. Alright, so once again, we see controversial Prime Minister Andrew Holness is at the center of another controversy. This time, stand accused of abandoning the Jamaican people in the aftermath of this terrible disaster here. And, leaving a sour taste in a whole heap of people's mouth. Them bring out the hanging rope, them fling it up in the tree, them put him on a chair and ready for kick it away. You see me? Before we kick away a chair though, I could give him a fair trial. Because me hear all of the things them. You hear all of the accusation them, boy, the people with the charity and the artists them and all of the people them we are give out care packages and all kind of aid. Seem to respond quicker than the government. Yeah man, everybody has said the unprofessional them reach, the artists them and therefore, the government fail in the efforts, in the aftermath. For really, take care of the people them. Me hear all of that. And God knows I'm wicked. If me say me not totally understand why somehow feel so. Well, whole heap of feel that way. I mean I wrestle with that feeling there too. Cause this not right, this not look right. But you don't know me right. Me just had to go and think deeper. Vice Box me don't know where you stay, sir. But people don't like it and you always do it. We have to examine truth right across the board. No matter how sweeter the lie when most people want to hear would that be. How much ratings would I get from ignorant people. So me offer an alternative view. See me? Something for you to think about. And next side of it. Take it if you want. Don't take it if you don't want. You understand? But me I put it out there. So make we examine ADPEM, that are the Office of the Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management. Yeah, them a get a bad being in the whole of this. So make we examine for them role in all of this. Them only prepare for deal with like a 2 or a category 3 hurricane. And even after Gilbert where they develop into a category 4, them still never learn. and still I use the same basic model of preparation. We still learn at school about some little minor things, some first aid kit and how to put a survival kit together and if you knock down and button up your window and your door. I just them things that we learn and school I go use for shelter. And yeah man, I have to totally agree with you. It's a failure of the government. But not exactly in the way how most of we see it. We could go deeper. This is a failure to manage the size of the disaster after the fact. But it's not an individual Andrew Holness failure. It's a collective set of failure by successive governments over decades. To realize that the model of disaster preparedness is outdated and want to upgrade. Them ignore it. When them did know say every other year the hurricane them seem to get worse. Whole heap of leader on both sides ignore the warning sign them and still a teach the same like a stupid way to prepare for some like a rain where it does fall. Some like a landslide or two go to just wash away. They don't maintain the drain them. The rubbish man a ball for pay so them hardly collect garbage, especially in the ghetto. The whole of the garbage end up in the gully them. So when the heavy rain them falls, where you think the heavy water end up? In a people's house. Them not focus on none of them things. None of them over the years not focus on none of them things. Everybody mind. They want thief money and give them friend contract and tell lies that them 200 people they work at one place and them a collect checkers on dead people and one bag of scam. Cause the whole of them problem there, we lead to all of this now, they fix themselves. At the same 19 or long building them. No improvement to the building code and specification with how certain building for build can withstand certain disaster. All of that just remain the same old archaic thing. We still teach about run go to the nearest shelter and what to do in the case of somebody take sick during or somebody injured during the hurricane or after, which has how to carry them to the hospital. Them never ever make it cross their mind. But what we are gonna do if the disaster we are face destroy the hospital and the shelter and even the road them will lead to the hospital and the shelter them. And the people them who is part of that infrastructure, like let's say fireman and nurse and all kind of hospital etc. Nobody know other plan for when that if have a disaster will affect them directly too, like them homeless too. Them now no like them not have all of them get affected. Them can't even go to the affected areas. I just think we've never seen something like this. There is not no way we ever prepared in the history of the country for something like this. Mrs. Savlamar Hospital roof lift like it's a hot man to take off. Me not think we did prepare. We never ever yet imagine this beyond anything where we could have ever imagined. So all of the preparedness really and truly gone through the window. Based on what kind of disaster happened, the magnitude, the level of something. We never prepared for this. And therefore, the aftermath I got half confusing. The plan was always, get to the affected area, check the damage, assess damage, see who needs certain critical help and get them to the places like hospital and them thing there where them need the critical help. Me not think we'd ever plan for so much people need hospital. A hospital actually not there. Them crippled. And we have to be careful to make with anxiety and with fear and ultimately with imagination. Do to we where it causes with a panic and start view certain things and start see things that is not there. And with that said, me gonna say, we have to remember say social media is still one of the wickedest things. It's worse than hurricane. Melissa, we happen to Jamaica, This is one more thing we never see the danger about, caught up and sell and collect. And never see the need to put restriction on it. I just benefit to need a pre-straight about the net. And never see say it all give every dunce but every idiot advice. And now controlling information get out of hand. And now this unregulated internet here are the biggest obstacle in the way to your leadership. Because everybody attack one time. There was no long-term thinking about them implications here. Yeah man, everybody attack one time and I know who to believe. Chaos because of this unregulated internet. We have to remember the danger of that, you know, because while some people are out there pretending so them care about people where they are St. Elizabeth or Westmoreland or in the affected areas, them not have 1 ounce of empathy for nobody. Money them a look, view them a look, click them a look, and them know so they love nothing but cussing and conflict and if find something wrong so them feed you know that round the clock and not using a one brain for think in a calm type of way so that keep on in a state of anxiety. No real logical thinking. The influencer wants what the influencer wants. Careful who not listen to. Because them know the more destructive and fuck up its sound and the more views and follow and likes and therefore money them get. Most of them will attack worse than any politician in Jamaica house. Remember me tell you that. Them good at politics, them better at politics than any politician up there. So. I promise you know that. So be careful how make them only for clips here, so cut this up, snip this up, and one bag of thing inform with judgment, and we not fully informed, and we don't know. And we still living in a state of panic. We have to be careful of that now more than ever. Because if we follow that, we're going to actually destroy the hope of some of the people in them situation who have access to light or whatever way we make them can see the negative video them talk about just baiting, you know, the people them are dead, the people them got this, the prime minister now come that one, they know him this, all of the chaos. We take it out tell them and them all panic worse and it all get worse and worse. I know how you feel and I know why you don't feel so. But stop to think about some other things. Consider this. A 1.5 to 1.6 million people impacting like a half a country population, you know. Get impacted severely, you know, get mashed up, you know. And the infrastructure we never make for tend to so much people. I have to go try to deal with them, you know. So you can stay on social media and imagine from the comforts of phone or home somewhere where maybe have light or no have solar or whatever comforts. Or you can conjure up and just imagine. Say with a crippled infrastructure where barely a function, if you attend to something of this magnitude, you have to think say it go kind of slow. It go kind of slow. And can you stay where you're there and see the emergency responder them and see who are work and see what really are going in a which parish? Because you are, if it are going over one card, you can't cover such a large area at one time. We don't have the infrastructure, it's impossible. So while they might over one next part attend to the part and they might get help over one next side, and next side over here saw a ball and you go see the video of them a ball and I say they nah get no help. You're going to see it because nah go up overnight, the infrastructure not that big. We couldn't it never make for this. Wanna check the Prime Minister social media or the government website them to see if the speculation them all over online is true. Wanna check that? The JDF soldier them I help with the relief effort. And government have to deploy them, you know. I could do the maths now and show you again say every single problem on earth is a maths problem. If 125,000 people estimated homeless in this thing, that can full stadium nearly 4 times. Consider now, nearly half of the country mash up and people trap all boat up in some part. You know how much acreage that for cover when JDF have only 5,950 active soldiers and 2,580 per reserve? So that's 8,530 in all. And the JCF, Jamaica Constabulary Force, police have 12,000. And if you add that 12,000 there to the JDF, and the soldier them, you get 20,530. And if you think, you must know, say all of them can be deployed to the scene them. At least half of them have to stay. Because no because one hurricane come means a crime stop. Them have to keep law and order in our country. Same way the rest of the country. So we end up have 10 or 12,000 soldiers to go take on where it really need 25 or 30,000 soldiers to do if it go happen quick enough. And the JDF only have 8 helicopters and the police now have none. Now how much community can one helicopter serve at a time? And how much time for one day? The truth is, we are dealing with a disaster so big, it make the biggest effort look small. Gravity, people. Scope. The size of this thing, we not see it. We all know someone we don't really see what. We think we see it, but we not see it. And the people we get help now video so them get it, you know. So we just only see people and we have video on a ball so them not get it. You are go see this video and you get emotional and you now go think logically. See how that go on. If alright, 101, the Prime Minister if dip on the ground with the people himself, and you shovel make you see. But if he dip on the ground and you shovel make you see, him out there one part and you shovel make you see. And the people him over the other part I go ball. Say nah do nothing same way. Cause them not see him for them part. And video I go do about that. Everybody can see him everywhere one time. There are videos. Where am I going at the community them? I don't know visit the government website them. And for real, look on it. One is not the man. Why I want to see amongst the people them do this and I do that. You know, so if you don't see amongst the people, a good majority of them, if you don't see amongst the people I do this and I do that, the first thing in our mind, you might do it for politics, for optics, photo op. You can't win. Because that's how politicians roll, right? And that you're not going to say, no? So if that you demand, that means you automatically want the politician to come Kanye then. Because most of the time that them do when they say all of this ribbon cutting and some whole heap of stuff, you actually feel say you mean a hard hat, them did a fling shovel something as a whole heap of place. Or don't feel that really means something. Serious? Nah. I show the school them can't lock. Them nothing lock. No matter what happened to Jamaica, we cannot lock the school. The destruction. Because majority of people have done so already at the bright one. Me no want to know what happened. If school lock all one good 6 months at Jamaica. One of your focus on. You know, you know. So over the years, all of the government them are thief. And I left it up to them, to be honest. I bet say most of them not check out what go on with the cat bond insurance thing. When Nadia Lewis set up for your country, the 71 million or whatever, how much million for pay out to Jamaica. I bet you not follow it up. And one day one vlogger does get up and just imagine say we get take for fool and the stocks and whole heap of stuff. And I want to inform themselves. For real, got too much work in it. But no fool, no clad still the most of you fool you. I tell you, sure. All the money for donation ever come from all of the world that contribute to the government. You know follow it up. Them dip on the website, you know, and do certain follow it up and make sure and see where everything I go. Everything contributed so far. All of the things that are going to happen for them whole heap of stage show and virtual show we're going to put on and I go follow out that. And make sure so them things there, them funds there I go towards them figure. If leadership, not just JLP but PNP to over the years, no say this on attitude towards it. You know I get robbed. Say a fool use a fool is a real rule in our earth. Fool no blood business that. Yeah, accountability take work and you have to do your work. We are trying to simplify a complicated situation. With again a disaster was so big, it make the biggest effort look small. And 100% the government lapse in how them angle it in some ways too. Because in not just food, we don't need just food alone from the international community. We need boots on the ground for help in the recovery effort. Because we don't have enough people to cover that area there, that acreage there, with damage. We're going to need more manpower if we prevent the terrible, inevitable outbreak of cholera, of something like cholera and them things. If this figure so slow, same way. I say a little tip for people who can see this and affected by the hurricane and can spread the word to, you know, word of mouth to those who have no light and them things.
Here's how to make water safe, especially after a hurricane. After a hurricane, the pipe water can be contaminated, causing you to get sick, having vomiting, diarrhea, those kinds of illnesses. So the first thing you need to do is to let it settle, and then you pour off the clear portion, and that is what we're going to use. Here are the 2 ways to make your water safe. The first way is to boil it for 10 minutes. That doesn't mean that you put the pot on and after 10 minutes you take it off. No, you have to boil it, let it come to a rolling boil for 10 minutes, and then you take it off the fire. The best way is to boil the water, but if you don't have any fire, the second way is to use bleach. We use regular household bleach, which is 5% bleach, unscented, no fragrance, just regular household bleach. For a 1 gallon True Juice bottle, use 1/8 of a teaspoon. For the 5 gallon water bottle, use half a teaspoon of bleach. And for the 77 gallon barrel, use 2.5 tablespoons of bleach. Remember to mix it well and let it rest for 30 minutes before you use it. When you've finished, label it safe water. And you're going to use only that for everything, meaning brushing your teeth, bathing baby, drinking, using it to cook, everything that you need water for, we're going to use our safe water. Listen up, bleach is not stored in regular soda bottles or water bottles because a baby might pass by, a toddler, think it's juice and drink it. So to keep them safe, make sure you store bleach in its original container at all times. Remember, safe water, clean hands, healthy family.
And the next thing again, I don't know how people are faring. I go help them family and anything. They help out the Jamaican them. We're in a crisis. If I just 1 month duty free. By the time the ship left, not 30 days that run off, man. Nobody can go do it more 1 time. It need way more time than that. And to the question of how the artists them and the charity them reach before the government them. I fuck enough I'm not thinking, I'm not seeing it as an assumption. Because them still limited. You observe everywhere them where them go. You don't see where them stop. You don't see the rest where black up and then can't have access to certain place. Hence why people dead and they all about a stink. Survival mode straight. I chuck with help for them can't even stop. And in the whole crowd of the people them we are rush for the thing them you can't even know who greedy. Different from who just need it. You don't know who get 1,000 times. We need a coordinated effort, man. In a them era there, it appears that the government I fail. I may still use the word appear. Because I not see the full scope of everything either. I see we not see size of the disaster. We imagine it. It's bigger than anything. What we could have prepared for. If it need 30,000-40,000 soldiers and 8,000 adults up per camp active and reserve. It's not gonna look like them help compared to the size of the problem when them try to solve. And this one fly in the face. And soldier and police and nurse and doctor and people we are try in that effort. Government workers we are try in that effort. Them not see if you not see government workers, you not see government. Them can't go out by themselves. Somebody have to order them, somebody have to send them out. Government workers out there will lose sleep but try to fix this. I know they on the internet and chat fuckery. Don't give you at least a month of shut the fuck up. Because you don't care when I talk, so you just want views 3/4. Just when it looks stressful, you know say that are the most views. Do without some views for 1 month. And do the right thing. In that situation, yeah. Stop rage bait and make you hold with it on the same side. For at least a month. Yeah, man, ease off a little bit, man. Stop flexing the intellectual muscle. You want to show everybody say you're smart and you figure out something. Yeah, man, just give it a shot the fuck up, man. Or say the right fucking thing. Because I want to know better. It's just that better don't fucking sell. I want to know. 3/4 I'm not courageous enough to do the better. I want to make video about the Jamaican diaspora. But as soon as this happen, never know say as a Jamaican remember them place and love them people. It was a moment, there is something good come out of it and I can promise you say this. When me see the love and the outpour and people are sent from all both and just make sure say everything good on the ground. It's a feeling of national pride. Me I gotta tell you that. All it's not last. You understand? Big up on yourself. Every Jamaican in a foreigner, I always say it, all the one them I run with. Don't make them hold you know. Just make life and do it careful. Big up everyone on yourself. Even the people from the rest of the Caribbean and everywhere we are sending the same way. And them now have a family or nobody out here. Big up on yourself. Antigua, Barbados, the whole Caribbean, Trinidad, everywhere. And speaking of which, I still have to be careful of who send certain things too. You get me, because you don't know some people wicked. And them not care about nobody where I suffer, them a take it thing them and anything, them will do it. Government or otherwise can't tell me say, them don't know why people don't trust them. You don't have to visit that to and looking on yourself. You don't have to do that. So, you don't know. Give to all of the world it costs them. You know? Place like Dumpling House, we have a clothes and shoes drive, whatever you can give. You don't know Dumpling House already. You don't know so that in a Georgia, 6488 Sierra, place like Tona, Georgia, 30058. You understand? Don't delay. Anything one you can carry around there. Any perishable item, clothes and shoes and them things, then they might take it same way. And you don't know the next shipping involved. So they might come, you know, they might help to carry a portion of the things them to Jamaica. And you don't know again, our foundation link in the description, GoFundMe. Yeah, the GoFundMe link in the description for our foundation them I do. So support that and make sure so the things they want to support credible. And none of we don't have on the ground can't say, oh, them Jamaican they are foreign can't say nothing but Jamaican affairs, you know, cause oh, foreign them there, no, them don't know what go on. That done. And put them money where them out there. When the time right, some they every 10, some they every 15 years, but when it come time, them are true Jamaican. And the foreigner them better than enough of we done here. Because you see enough of people them done here, we are fight for kind, we all know for choose and just attention. Yeah, but just make it run its course. You know what I mean? Because at least at the end of the day, let me say it again like the last episode, people get help. Alright, watch this. In a disaster of this magnitude, you know, people normally need blood, right? We could save them all fight for kind with blood. Blood bank. I'm gonna make an appeal. Or them make it already. We could save them all fight for kind with blood. Me know only that like, you know, just love something to cuss about. It feel nice, me know. But me deal with truth. All truth when me no like. I would have love to say something else, but once I true, at that me I deal with. It's like a program for look for something to cuss about, you know. I true me at that, man. Yeah, man, if me have to search myself good enough to look if I know something I have to cuss about, you know. And calm myself and go to the... It's a hard fight to be rational, you know. Sometimes, you know, if you don't search yourself, then people are dry you out and turn you into them. Because we are comment VYBZ effort. Then. Remember, we say VYBZ, decisive action, open back the airport, all kind of things with the toll road, this, that. We'd see all of that too. Spread that now, man. No Holness government that same way. And I lie. If you have be a me attack, you just annoyed by this, no? Should I come cuss? Like everybody every buckler week. Cuss. Solution me David, man. Most of we chat too much, man. Chat too much, cuss too much. Fix things, man. And shut the fuck up sometimes. Just fix things. And you can do it. Personally, me, myself, just like anyone I know out there, fed up with what appears to be a slow response to the tragedy. It burned my heart just like how it burned for no heart. But we have to deal with reality. We have to deal with the reality of the situation. We can't be too overly emotional. You understand? Even though we are sittings, we are dragged with heart. We have to stay rational. Now as it relates to the whole generator issue, you know, you can get the generator them free from other country and I lend out to our people and rail like a female and maybe see if me can explain to no one. Can I follow up them thing? We get them generator from Belgium and a couple more country. Not for individual use, but it contributes for the purpose of serving the nation during emergencies. Them generator have to power critical infrastructure. Well, let's say the grid damage in any kind of disaster, community center, hospital, and them where they can up and running machine where power up anything where can sustain life in a crisis there. And the state own them means that the people of Jamaica, the Jamaicans, collectively own those assets. Them have anything critical to economic upkeep. So if the Prime Minister decides, say, okay, in a them area need to stay strong, like the shop there and the place over there, so and the clinic there right around there, so we need to keep patients alive, he might go distribute them that way there. And we're going to always have them for use in a case of emergency. I mean, you're wrong, you know. Me always open to being wrong. I'm open to change my mind. At any given time, because learn the whole way I learn. And we're not privy to everything what we are talking about. 3/4 of the time, we don't witness them. So we have to be able to adjust. So anybody know better, type it in the comment section, enlighten my darkness, and we reason. That is it.
Motivated. I guess when a politician is saying something, people naturally think it's political because it's coming from a politician.
Member, just straight to the question. Madam Speaker, please. I have a mother that is in St. Anne. I don't have one in here. Member, question please.
Don't do that.
Straight to the question, member.
Alright, with this one I said now, you may look on this. With all due respect to the Speaker of the House, Mrs. Juliet Holness. You're wrong for that. Disrespectful. Tasteless. You understand? You chat to the man like him a little boy. And as him rightfully say, mother they are sent on you. You know him mother, you sound like you school a little pitney. Come on man, you don't have to do better than this. I disrespect that when the man talk. And not everything is get to the point. And that's why we in the problem them where we in Jamaica. Where we in a country today. Because we don't like the details and nothing. And we jump to conclusion based off of just one little black and white thing. There's more to a story. Context, you have to get the context. Planet Earth, I shown us a context matter. With everything. I can't remember how I struggled with that concept yeah. For half of my life. For people come understand what I really talk about when I talk it. Disrespectful. Me no rate that. None at all. Come on, Mrs. Holness, man. Bigger than that, man. Professional than that, man. Question of your ask, you know. That will imply the both sides to do. If you have dialogue in a parliament and come to intelligent decisions. No? We don't have time for which party smarter, who come up with what. We have to work together now. Everybody have to join forces and be Jamaican people are dead by the day. Put all energy towards recovery effort. Whether politician or just the average Joe, do what you can. Come off of social media where they say what you can. Please. A crisis this. Because I know most people who watch this now want to hear this. But somebody have to say it. I'm not talking about disaster preparedness and who never respond in time and what go on. I don't know, bona fide. I think I believe in on a 90% of una. Eh? You know, so when they sell we out and I bring back the agenda in our country and we want to teach it to we pitney them all kind of madness. I'm not saying so if you got that. And blend in and soft out. Just talk one time and then forget about it until it come up again. I'm not set a fuck yet. Which is partially the reason why the country in a problem here. And the good has suffered for the bad too. And that is sad fucking part. I want to think prayer is a energy, you know? The immoral energy get more powerful or overtake the good energy. And nature always autocorrect, so it work. Here, it always autocorrect. You understand? I remember karma too. You remember what we do? Jamaicans, majority of it. When the earthquake in Haiti and some refugees are coming, and we are saying Andrew not to take them. You remember that? Pause man and Google man and go back go do your research. Because I don't want to figure that by now. I don't figure that not true. So I don't want to know what is so much here. I just want to come to some new cussing. No vex about nothing. I want to do some new cussing and forget about it next week. I don't believe in a most of them. A set of f***ing immoral viper. Still have them dirty ways. Stay news, but it's a chance to reset. Observe what we do wrong as a nation and as a people and correct it going forward. Because if we return to our wicked ways, we can tell it about what's next time. You understand? Call it God, call it whatever the f*** you want to call it, but it's real. Hear that? Just learn that. No matter when you're safe again, or not gone off of the same falsities, the same illusion them, when nobody knows your illusion, but still a run down, because everybody a run it down. My granny used to say, who can't hear I go feel? Yeah, what that mean? And not because God I take revenge upon them people on behalf of the righteous. Because God assumes if you can't learn something in the theoretical way where you imagine it and know say, yo, this right or wrong or this other way of this work or whatever. If you can't learn it that way, then you have to go learn it the hard way. Because you must learn it. This is a God motive. I mean, not about a long beard. A man for no cloud. You don't know that already. My plea to my people, we are going through this terrible thing here right now. When we come out of this, on a safe and get past it, you cannot remain the same. You have to change for the better. I'm sure the people with the immoral mindset where everything goes, no bothers them not have. You cannot remain the same. I'm sure you learn now. So all of the things that we invest with time, effort and energy in can just gone in a twinkle of an eye. Those things no mean nothing. And when all is said and done and you look around you, where you see people. And therefore it is instructed by nature that we should know how to live with one another. Because when all is said and done, we are just people. And that me think.
CurlyLoxx the voice box, tell me what you think. Broke it down in detail, make me know the link. CurlyLoxx the voice box, tell me what you think right now.